What's going on, YouTube? It's the Green Shiz. Tonight is Tuesday. PWCC auctions, Heritage auctions, both ending tonight in the battle of the auctions, and it's happening right now. We got video games going off. We have Pokemon cards going off on PWCC. So we're going to jump into this right now and see what the heck's happening. Let's do it. So I'm currently watching some stuff going on right now. So I'm going to go to my eBay, look at my watches, and this one's ending right now, the Zapdos. And I wanted to see what's selling, and then I'm going to filter for ending soonest. Now, we're in the thick of it here. This thing's been going on. Just got back from softball. Heck of a comeback. Heck of a comeback. Seventh inning, we were down 1. Came back, tied it, held them. Went to the 8th inning, scored 4 runs, clapped them. So these are PSA 8, PSA 10 right here, $355 first edition Jinx. So what I wanted to see is how these are going to compare to last sold. So I've been watching some PSA 9 first editions holo cards because I've been wanting to buy them. So I've been watching those cards in general. I might have missed them all. I think I did. They did end. So I'm going to go back real quick and look at what ended. Mark sold. Okay. So July 27th. PSA 9 first edition Raichu. So, wow. Okay. Interesting. So June 27th, the last Raichu PSA 9 first edition sold for only $850. This one sold for $1425. Alrighty, people. Alrighty. We had a PSA 9 first edition Venusaur. Holy cow, my back itches. Sold for $3,800. Wow, prices are going up. $3,827. The last sold was $3,050. Let's see if we got another PSA 9 first edition, $925 and a $790. So I'll split it, call it $850 for a Poliwrath. That went up almost $200. Ninetales PSA 9, BGS 9, go with a PSA $1125 for Ninetales. That went up $75. And this is a new cert, so brownie points to that one. Wow. Okay, PSA 9 mint. So this looks low. Certs in the 4X, so that's not bad. This is $860. My back itches so bad. I need to change my body wash, bro. It's so bad. $700. I lied. $860. It went up. It went up $160. I'll show you the screen when I'm done here. And we'll go through them all, but just wanted to show you what I'm seeing for first edition base. This is the first time I'm seeing price increases, and I kind of expected it. I was trying to buy a bunch. So yeah, here we are. Magneton $865. That went up $115. Consistently, every card has gone up. PSA 9 first edition Clefairy $1211. Wow. That was $850 last time. Hitmonchan PSA 9 $1132. Split it, call it 11 About 1100. Oh, this one took us the first dip. The first dip. And the rest have been green. I'll show you, like I said, I'm going to show you this, but Hitmonchan took a little dip. PSA 9 Gyarados. I knew I could feel the bottom was hit. The last time PWC came up, man, we hit that bottom for first edition base for these PSA 9s because they were getting low. They were dropping low. Okay, here's another Clefairy 9. So if you average this with the other sold, you're at about 1100. Still almost a $300 increase. Charizard, PSA 9, 24, 30, 21. Whoa. 21. Old cert. This one's probably beat up. 21. So if you're just buying the grade, the good fit. And you can see it's got whitening in a few locations. So there's a reason why it went so low. So I'd say average about 25 grand. Which is consistent. That stayed about the same. And that makes sense because that card is the card. That card's not waning too far left or right. What are we missing here? Alakazam, Blastoise, Chansey, Mewtwo, Machamp. Mewtwo PSA 8. The PSA 8 sold for $1,000. That's not going to show us the same. Hitmonchan, Gyarados, Charizard. Okay. Guess we're on page 2. Are we? Did it really go to a next page? Because it didn't feel like it. This looks right. PSA 9, 1525 for a Chansey. Yeah. That's about the same. We were 1500 last time. Blastoise, 7600 for a CGC 10. SGC 10. That seems like a steal. Just above PSA 9 prices. PSA 9, $5,200. That went up $700. Yowzer. Anyone else watching this stuff? I'm really curious how the other stuff's looking. This would be the first thing to come back because it tanked hard. There's no Alakazam sale, no Machamp, and no Mewtwo. I'm going to show you this screen. And this is what I've been, so I could have just did the searches. I got pre-save searches, but just to show you, and there's no Zapdos. Yeah, there was. There's like a 4. Let's see what Zapdos sold for. My eBay watch list. I knew I was watching it. PSA 9, PSA 10. So I got a couple cards I'm watching coming up here. Couple. So I'm going to look at ended $6,100. Wow. That's a 10. Okay. Yeah, there was there a 9? Yep, tonight. Was that tonight? That was tonight. 1475. That jumped. Okay. Bring back this screen here. So, wow. Across the board, almost every card increased prices. So, equals sum. This. No. This. Minus. This. Enter. This will just give me a quick price difference. So, this is how much the price has changed across the board. Obviously, these are negative because there's no sales, but this basically showing you that the prices went up this amount across the board. Except for this one. This is the only one where it did not go up. Every other one did. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. That's a significant amount of money to go up after tanking and going down every week. I don't know the last time we saw a $5,200 Blastoise PSA 9 first edition. So this is the Zapdos. I paid $1,800. We're almost back. We're getting back with that sale anyways. Back to where I bought it at. This was almost not peak. It was coming off the peak, but it was close to the peak. So alright, let's go back to PWCC. Let's see what's going on. So that's pretty interesting stuff, seeing the prices come back. Items for sale. I'm going to also open up Heritage. Okay, what do we got here? We're going to go ending soonest. I want to see if there's anything big coming up. So we got PSA 9, Mint 9, Old Cert, German first edition, PSA 9. So on another one, this one's a new cert. Look at that, $500 price difference for a cert change. Crazy. And now we're getting into foreign, just non-English first edition cards. Nobody cares. I don't. It's a lot of them. That is a lot of them. It's such a weird way to spell Mewtwo. M-E-W-T-U. Pretty cool though. There's a lot of German base set for sale. Like, you can steal some of these. These are cheap. Look at all this German first ed, bro. Somebody dumped their collection. Actually insane. You wanted a first ed Venusaur, it is there for the taking at $450. This German first ed Zapdos PGS 9's cool, but if there was a 10, I'd snatch it. But somebody's dumping their 9s, keeping their 10s, so I don't blame them. I'd do the same thing. Water, baby. Lots and lots of German. Holy shnikes. German. Don't lose your balls on German first ed. There's so much of it. I remember there was a PWCC auction not long ago where a guy just blew his wad on tons of German first ed. These cards were selling high last time. Like, first ed average Germans are going for $100 graded from BGS. These are not that rare in these conditions. As you're seeing. One guy, I'm sure it was one guy that had most of these in their vault. This is insane. This is how you don't sell cards. You do not, unless you're trying to not, if you're just trying to get rid of them, sure. But if you're selling 10x of the same card, you're not going to be getting top dollar. Because there isn't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 humans on this earth searching out German first ed metapods. Bro. 19 German metapods. That's going to be in my description. Or in the title. 19 German first ed hardened green thumbs. Not a single 10. The dude's keeping the 10s. Just dumping everything but the 10s. What a douche nugget. This guy literally cracked how many boxes? Probably 3 boxes worth of cards, because a lot of these are commons. And he said, I'm going to keep the 10s and selling the rest, hoping to pay for it. And he's out here. It would be cool to see a 10 of any of these, but these are all 9.5s, 9s, and 8.5s. Star U. Holy Star U. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, there's like 20 of those. Alright, so we got like 20 minutes of that crap happening. Did I miss it? I guess we'll see. Is it over? Alright. Can't be over. There was... Maybe it is. Heritage Auctions. Search. WATA. July 27th. Sold for. Let's sign in. Sign in right quick. You know. Let's do it. So this is showing the sold listings for the video game auction. They have a weekly video game auction on Heritage Auctions where they sell WATA graded video games. No VGA, just WATA. I've gone over this a few times, but this is like your boy ZNG Emporium. He's talking about this on his channel. He's probably been into this, but he's now going to be talking about video games on his channel. So welcome to the game, Z from ZNG. I watch your content. If you're watching this, just shoot me a message on Instagram. That would be awesome. But doubt it would ever happen. But man, this is big, not that big of stuff. I think I saw one Pokemon game going in here, and it had a decent sale price going for it. Let me get this out of there. Okay, so we got Atari 2600 games, nothing standing out. You got a Mario Bros. 5.0 A+. So look at this. This game is sealed. Got a 5.0. You're halfway on the scale. That's one of the lowest grades I've ever seen. And it has an A++ seal. So how in the world does a box get a 5.0 and the seal is absolute mint condition? When you think Pokemon boxes, if you have a base set booster box that's crinkled and damaged and probably torn with a 5.0, damaged and torn, how do you have a mint seal without being resealed? Let's look at this. This thing's got to have a tear, something on it. It's got an obvious dent right here. These things are HD. Serious dent. The whole side here is dented. Like somebody threw a football at it, didn't even try undenting it, just sent it. Alright, how do I see the front? I can adjust brightness. They be doing their thing with these HD photos. Yeah. Look at this. How in the world is this an A++, bro? A++. What are they smoking? I don't get it. I don't know. How does this see this damage and not get the seal breakdown? Wow. I've never seen something like that. That's crazy. How is this possible? Okay. Moving right along here. I'm not going to go look at the German first ed stuff selling for the next 30 frickin' minutes, so we'll be here for a second at least. Oh man, Rampage, old school, 9.0 A+. See, this game is mint condition, and it's got worse seal condition than that game that was bent, creased, damaged. I wonder if that was a reseal. You would think they would inspect it for that. Man, my back. I just took the fastest shower of my life. It was hotter than the devil's balls. And here I am just struggling. Okay, I got something popping up on my window out of nowhere, blocking my OBS. That's cool, guy. That's cool. Appreciate you on that. Okay, Gremlins, nothing, nothing. You got a Donkey Kong, Atari 7800, 9.2 A++, selling for $1,300. I believe that does include the buyer's premium. So, yep. So the buyer's premium, I fucking never remember. It's like 15 to 20% of the sale. The buyer needs to pay an additional percentage, basically covering heritage fees. Another useful thing, you could search sold listings on here, obviously, so you can see if there's something coming up that you're interested in. Go and look and see how many of them had sold on heritage at what price, so you're not overpaying. Like, this game is sweet looking. 9.4 B plus, Return of the Joker. For the NES, it's huge, but there's tons of these sold. Like, this is not an uncommon game, and it's not an amazing grade. So I'd say this might have oversold almost at $1,300. Let's take a look. Batman Return of the Joker. That was a 9.4 B plus. Batman Return of the Joker. View past sale items. So we sold for $1,320. There it is right there. This is the top tier sale. 9.8 A plus. Oh, I guess it could have been an A plus plus. These were part of the signature. No, that was not. That was April 2nd. These are not in order. Okay, September. So we're going all the way back to September. So these are 9.8s. Are they just going to go in order? High to low? 9.8. So I'm going to find something similar. So we just sold the 9.4 B plus. 9.2 A. Very similar. And that sold for the same. 9.0 A plus plus. See, this is almost better, but cheaper. $300 cheaper. 9.4 complete in box. That's over $660. So it looks like $1,300 is about ballpark. So this was $200 more expensive. So these people are watching these. This was the same grade, but a little bit better seal, and it sold for $200 more, but that ain't worth $200 more. That's for sure. Jumping back in here. Okay. Kirby, I always love this game. This game's sick. 9.0 A plus sold for $1,000 US. Robin Hood. NES cleaning kit. Interesting. 8.5 A. So those of you who don't know, WATA grading scale is in 0.5 increments until it goes over a 9. And then it goes by 0.2. 9 point. So like 7.0, 7.5, 8. 8.5, 9, 9.2, 9.4, 9.6, 9.8, and then 10. I've seen 10 just a couple of times. There's a complete inbox. Zelda. What printing is this? Early production, not the first production. Sold for $2,400. And the interesting thing about the complete inboxes, they actually give you the grades of everything. Like, if you look at the back of these, it's really weird that they don't do this for regular games. But you see it right here. Box 7, cart 9, manual 6. It had writing on the map. Overall 7.5. So this is just like Beckett Grading Services, but it's not. But they don't do these grading breakdowns, obviously, because all you have is the box. So all their grading is the box and the seal, so they don't break it down on the back. This is like empty on most of the regular Heritage games. that have seals. I'll show you one. So when you want a complete in box, you can look at that and see how they came up with a grade. And they grade the manuals and everything, so it affects the grade significantly. Yeah, so on the back of this, it just restates what you see on the front. 9.2A is literally the same thing, just retyped. Pretty pointless. Tecmo Bowl, baby. That was my game. Donkey Kong Country WATA 7.5 B+. We're getting into this now. Super Nintendo, $2,800. Doom. Street Fighter is a big game. $1,100, 7.0, really low grade. So a 7.0 for WATA is probably like a low VGA score. Tecmo Super Bowl, and you can grade cartridges like this one, a 5.5. That is not that good. Not for resale version, so this sold for $450, just the cartridge itself. Dr. Mario Game Boy game, almost $10,000, because this is mint. 9.8, A++, and it's Mario. There isn't a bunch of these selling, maybe one every couple weeks, but not in that grade. That's a high grade, so those Mario collectors out there are searching for that. That's like people chasing PSA 10s. That's the 10 right there. The 9.8 A++. George Foreman's KO. This was our lone Pokemon game. This is the first time I've seen just one Pokemon game on auction. So this is an 8.0 A+, Pokemon Yellow version. This is an earlier edition. The ESRB rating is not like bold, and that's something to look out for. I think there's 6 different yellow versions. There's 6. Get educated. And it's all just little nuances on the box that change. N6 is N64? Yeah, they just dropped an N61. Is it just one N64 game? Wow, one N64 game, 9.6 A++. This is probably the biggest seller. $9,600. This is definitely something they should have put, or could have, or maybe they got it late for the signature auction that just went off. That would have sold for a little more probably, but that was pretty big. $9,600. And that should be known. This is a player's choice, not the original printing. This is like the greatest hits version, essentially, is what this is. So those things are starting to sell. So greatest hits versions of games are selling. That's for sure. Handful of different Wii Pokemon games. This one sold for $22,000 because it is mint condition. It got the PSA 10 essentially, 9.8 A++. Don't think I've ever seen this game in my life. I'm not very big on Wii. PokePark, huh? $22,000. Getting into Sega Genesis. There seems to be an NBA Jam every single auction. That is not an uncommon title. That's for dang sure. 9.4 A++ Sonic Hedgehog 2. Stealing in set 5760. That just looks ugly though. Damn, all that wrinkling. Crazy. Final Fantasy. Anthology. Couple there was one game I was looking at here. Where'd it go? Crash Team Racing. Yeah, it's a little steep for me. I'd like a 9.4 I'd probably go for, but I played the crap out of that game. Okay, back to the PlayStation 2. Out of War, 9.6A. I'm going to need this in my collection. Now we have trilogy versions of Grand Theft Auto, and those are expensive. So this is basically essentially like greatest hits. It was reprint. You know that because it doesn't have the security strip here on the top, because I think it was pre 2005. All games for PlayStation 2 pre 2005 had security strips, like you see here on Spider-Man. That's a cheap price for that game. I might have bought that for that price. Bummer. I don't see many of these come up for auction. I don't know why. I don't know. It was a great game though. I loved it. This one, I think it was the first like Spider-Man type game that I remember for the PlayStation 2. And this one is where you couldn't drop to the ground or you die. You basically stay swinging in the air. It was not that amazing. The next one was huge though. Okay, another N64 game. Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 9.8 A++. This is not sold. That's going to be a big one. This one also is going to be a pretty big one. Interesting. So that's stuff that's all coming up. Good stuff. Okay. Not a whole lot of huge things going on there. There's a bunch of miscellaneous. So we're getting close here to the PWCC coming back into the show. Let's see here, moving on to page 7. Let's see some more German. Okay, we're moving on. We're moving away from the German first ed, kind of. Let's see, we got Spanish first edition base set booster box. Got some packs. These are not from English. Shadowless. Okay, we're going to see some Shadowless now. I'm excited. You have my attention. We haven't done Shadowless yet, so that's cool. Very cool, very cool. Alright. Let's see my good boy Zappy. There is a lot of base set unlimited. Wow. Look at it all. Look at it all. How many cards are we talking in this auction? There is a ton of cards. Just a ton. Chansey, Shadowless, PSA 9. Wow. Dang, that is creeping up on the frickin' first ed price. Jesus. The first ed PSA 9 sold for what? I think it was $1,800. Oh, the Shadowless has less population, but Jesus. I'm really curious. I'd be curious to see what these are selling for now compared to what they were a month ago. Shadowless Charizards. Oh, if anybody needs a Charizard, they got it for sale today. That is for sure. Don't forget about CGC, man, because these cards be selling cheap. Cheap. In the CGC slabs. It's just overlooked. Something I did last time. I'm curious to see if there's any CGC 10s for sale by PWCC. Japanese. Last time, there might have been 1 or 2, and they were both Japanese, I believe. Japanese. You do not see 10s from CGC for sale in English. Japanese. 3, 4 in Japanese. 5 in Japanese. 6 in Japanese. Is it Japanese? Not Japanese. English. Just overproduced. Japanese. We have an English 10. I might follow that one. $200. So that's way more expensive than the PSA 10, which is good. Japanese, Japanese, Japanese. There's way more 10s this time. But man, Japanese prints their cards so much better. Look at all these 10s. This is 10x the amount of 10s that were in the last auction. There was one English 10, but it was the promo Zapdos stained glass Moltres Articuno. And there's a bajillion, 300,000, 276 quadrillion in the world. And God, I couldn't imagine what the PSA pop report's going to look like on that card very soon here. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Anyways, not a whole lot of fire coming up. Just a lot of base set, unlimited, some shadowless. I'll probably send it off with that. Open this up. I do appreciate everybody coming in. Definitely check out my other video I uploaded today. Just got some good, dropping some stuff. I opened I returned my CGC Express card today. I did a 1-card submission, CGC Express. I guessed the grade, received it. Expected it, didn't expect it at the same time. So give it a check and let me know what you think. You guys watching anything on Heritage? Are you noticing any other cards? Because I'm kind of just focused in on First Ed base right now on the price trends, and that's showing, like I said, it's going up. Are you following anything else? Let me know if you're what you're seeing for price increase or decrease. So it's very interesting to see. Let me know. You guys have a great evening. Smash the like button, smash the sub button. I'd appreciate it. Peace.